This is Frank.
Hi.
Okay, we're gonna tell you a little bit about our background and then answer questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We met in 1998, so this May we'll have been together for 15 years. We've been married for how many years?
Since 2005, so 8 years.
8 years. So, yeah, we know each other pretty well. So, let's see. First of all, be honest because you're not going to hurt my feelings. And nobody will care because they all want to know. And if their spouses are watching, then it will help. Okay, so the first question submitted by a YouTube friend. Did you ever say anything to me about my weight or needing surgery in the past before I decided to have surgery?
I've never said anything about your surgery, but I did one time in probably like 2006 bring up weight, and that was the first and last time.
Do you want to elaborate?
Because you got so upset, and I've heard you talk about it ever since, and it's been 7 years later. And
that's true.
And I was very nice about it when I did bring it up because I was concerned about your health. So, but I haven't brought it up since.
You did bring up surgery once, though. Remember your cousin at that picnic had
I didn't bring it up for you. I brought it up. I said for her it was good then.
Oh, I thought you back then said like, oh, that might be something that would work for you.
I never did.
I think you did, but that's okay. So yeah, he said one time that he was concerned about my weight because I had gained a lot of weight that year because it was the year my parents got divorced. And I kind of just didn't care because everything was going on. And I freaked out. And it hurt my feelings. So then I think he was afraid to ever say anything ever again. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. So the next question, and you can be honest. How has my being overweight affected you? And you're not going to hurt my feelings because I don't care anymore because we have, 6 days left?
Probably from an emotional standpoint because you have extreme lows and extreme highs, and a lot of times it's tied to the way you're feeling about yourself that day or that time of the day. So I think it's affected that way, your moods and how we get along, because you get very,
if I'm down,
you get very depressed, and usually when you get depressed you bring up something to do with your looks or physical.
Mm-hmm. Well, activities too. Like he likes to go to the gym, and so we've had problems in the past where he's wanted to go and he thought I was going with him, and then I would back out for a multitude of excuses. And then you wouldn't be like mad at me about it, but you'd be frustrated because you were looking forward to going together.
Mm-hmm.
And plus I complained about weight and how I felt, so you didn't really understand why, if I complained about it, why I wouldn't go do something about it. Right?
Right.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
I would add that there's probably activities that he would like to do more often that I wasn't like, let's go do it, because I wasn't comfortable or wasn't in like great shape. What do you say?
Probably.
So, okay, next question. That was a good question, whoever asked it. What did you think when I first said I wanted to have surgery? Like, what was your initial, not now, but like when I first brought it up?
I figured it was...
Like, were you surprised?
I thought it was going to kind of be like one of your past diets where you want to do it for about a week and then you change your mind. I didn't think you would actually follow through.
Nice.
You know, to be honest.
That doesn't hurt my feelings. But were you surprised that I...
Yeah, I was surprised, but
went there instead of going, saying like, oh, I want to try Nutrisystem again.
I was surprised, but I didn't let it sink in because I thought for sure you would change your mind.
So then I guess like after I went to the information meeting, did you still think that I would?
I thought you would still change your mind.
So when
usually when you're going through your ups, you're, like I I said, your ups and your
If I'm like
downs.
excited about losing weight, you mean?
Once you go into your other mood, you'll change your mind on what you want to do. Usually with diets or being healthy. So I just figured it was another
Temporary.
phase you were going through.
So when did you know? This wasn't a question, but I'm asking you. When did you know then? Like, when did you take me seriously?
I took you seriously, but I thought up until probably like 2 weeks ago that you might change your mind.
Going to all those appointments, you didn't
You
take me seriously?
started getting more nervous and wanting to talk about it a lot more 2 weeks ago, and I thought that you were going to
That's
come.
because I was going to back out.
Yeah, because usually with your diets, that's what would happen. You would start getting down and talking about it more and telling me how frustrated you were that you weren't losing weight with the diet, so you would just give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sensing the same, I guess, kind of attitude or feeling with this a couple weeks ago.
But really, I was just getting nervous because it's a surgery, not because I was changing my mind. Okay, so then the last question for this video, and then we'll stop it so it's not too long. How have your feelings changed since then? So in the beginning, you were kind of surprised that I like all of a sudden wanted to have surgery.
Right.
And then you didn't believe me for sure.
It's not believing, I just figured because you've done this for
Well, you weren't 100% sure I'd go
a
through
lot
with
of
it.
years. Yeah.
So how have your feelings changed since then? Like, how do you feel about me having surgery?
I think it's a great thing. I'm proud of you, and I think it's brave of you to take it on.
Which he tells me all the time.
I think that's.
You tell me all the time I should be proud of myself. Even though I just said the other day I'm not really proud of myself, I'm just ready to not have to worry about it anymore.
Because I would, honestly, for me, I would have a hard time giving up the food, and because I like to eat too. So
even though he doesn't look like it.
To sacrifice.
Are you embarrassed?
To sacrifice that and take it on is a big thing. So yeah, that's why I'm proud of you.
Okay, so we'll stop it here. We'll be back with part 2.